This is Big Bob with my 2 bobs worth, and you don't get much for 2 bob these days. More controversy and ridiculousness in terms of umpiring plaguing the Crows versus Magpies match on at the G. No idea. I'm not saying one bad decision cost us the game. There were plenty of other factors, and without making excuses, skill errors contributed. But by Jiminy Cricket, when will we get an even break and get to play on a level playing field vis-a-vis the umpiring and the bounce of the ball? Tactics and naivety played a role as the Crows made the miscalculation of hitting the front too early in the last quarter. The reigning premiers are hopeless at defending and can only come from behind in the close ones, as is well known among the footballing fraternity. The Crows needed to bide their time and only hit the front in the dying seconds when it was too late for a counter-attack by the Maggies. Back to the drawing board. On a positive note, isn't it great to see the goal umpire, Roden, enjoying his role so much? He loves a goal just as much now as he did in his playing days, and you can't wipe the smile off his face as he signals the big ones. That having been said, for the life of me, the Crows must get back on the horse, and in so doing withstand and not be defeated by the circumstances of reality as reflected by the scoreboard, irrespective of the morale-sapping result. Such an ability, as demonstrated by Port, who were allowed in the back door as the Hawks snatched defeat from the jaws of victory, and I'm not alone in saying so. I hope you'll agree, Wally. I'll take that mumbling grunt with a mouthful of sausage roll as a yes. As is well known in these parts of the colony, sometimes you need to change the facts to get to the truth of the matter, and the truth is the Crows were the better side on the day. The reverse of which being that Collingwood's weaknesses were exposed when the likes of numbers 10 and 35 were deprived of the ball, which was most but not all of the afternoon in question. Their luck will run out one day, and I for one would like to be there to see it when it happens. On the other hand, the Crows need to nurture and develop the required impactful players who can find time in traffic and possess the ability to find space and bring others into the game whilst demonstrating the presence of mind to play well beyond their years in terms of raw experience and innate ability. In this way, players who can play both an inside role and simultaneously an outside role, like the big-bodied midfielders who have infiltrated the ranks over recent years without spelling the end to your traditional crummers, who can mop up around the packs and jag the odd match-winning goal and justify their selection, thus playing a vital role for their respective teams, and I unreservedly applaud the diversity and multifariousness in size, shape, athleticism or otherwise, and or whatever other lens or ruler you want to run over it, and the footy will be the winner. And doesn't it and it stacks up surprisingly well in comparison to the other codes in the marketplace. Long may this continue to be the case, embracing with open arms as we do all and sundry into the fold. Still, as you well know, there are always more than one way of looking at things, and I could be completely wrong about this, but it makes sense to me, although it may not make sense to you when all is said and done in the final analysis. By the way, and for FYI, we welcome any inquiries from the sporting public as to the myriad of diverse interests promulgated at Big Bob's Enterprises at our headquarters here at Hackham West, caravan capital of SA. You're welcome to pop in any time at your leisure. Our opening hours do entail a degree of flexibility for your convenience. Generally speaking, we're here between 9am or sometimes 10, but every so often from about 8, but now and then we're not here till 11 or 11:30, and we don't close until 5:30 or 6. However, sometimes we need to get away by 4 or on the odd occasion 3:30, and try to avoid lunch times, which can be any time between about 11:30 and 2:30, unless of course it's a Friday, when it's unlikely you'll find us here any time after 12 or 1. Until next time, you've been hearing and feeling Big Bob whether you like it or not. With my 2 bobs worth, and you don't get much for 2 bob these days. It's the same old story. Everywhere I go, I get slandered, libelled, and you know the rest.